They'll run it to the right side. Plows through the defense. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He rumbles out to the 39-yard line before he's steered out of bounds.
Well, you saw that broken tackle, David. This defense has to do a real good job with gang tackling to stop this guy.
You cannot assume one guy's going to get him to the ground. Everybody's got to...
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you just got to take off and get it.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. And the Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. He spins that thing down the middle. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Austin. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be fourth down. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football. And I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that. But, man, see the surroundings, right? Like, knowing guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked. You do not want to take those shots throughout a game. They will add up, and sometimes it will affect your throwing. That's too big of a hit to be taken for this quarterback.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback making checks. Back to pass on second down. Almost had the completion. Just missed it. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on third down from the 45. The run inside. It's Lacy. Hard running there. Oh, he's got some space. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Looking down the middle. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24.
What a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage, and did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them, and it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process, and that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage. And the Ducks headed quickly to the line. Moore from the gun on third down. Looking left. Really good throw and a better catch to pick up a chunk of yardage.
No way he's
And as a
catching it.
quarterback, when you're facing
No,
man
he didn't.
coverage, you've got to find your best one-on-one matchup. That receiver did a tremendous job. Quickness, changing direction.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Makes the grab inside the 30. Touchdown, Oregon. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense could do. You've got to make them pay for gambling.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking downfield very late in the half. Trying to make magic with his feet. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. He wants to change this route. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Under fire. Can't get him to the... It's a fumble on the play. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Everything broke down. The quarterback tried to bail them out, but he ended up making things worse when he fumbled.
Yeah, I like the quarterback and his athleticism, extending the play and at least giving himself the chance, but you got to finish. You still have to do a good job taking care of the football. That's priority number 1. He wasn't able to do that.
And he's not going anywhere as this defense has no plans to give up a big play before the half. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Here's more to throw. Gonna take a shot. Pass is incomplete, and that's gonna do it for the first half. The Ducks will boot it away to start the second half. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. The big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number 1 thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step 1, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
Complete disaster there. He loses 10.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Bring in the heat. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. It's loose. Scoops it up. Still a live ball. He's at the 40. At the 20. Scooped it. Scored it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And I love the way they just came out in the second half. The passing game, it was a little touch and go in the first half, right? What did they do well? They ran the football. They come out in the second half, Palmer, more of the same. They didn't abandon it. They break the long run, and they cut into this lead.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? For them right now, the key is scoring points. Can't keep turning it over. They were turning it over, throwing the football, so let's run it. And after gashing him like that, if I was this offensive coordinator, I would just keep giving this guy the football, regardless of what the defense does, and see if he can break another long one.
He'll bring it out. It's Davison. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. Complete. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
Throwing more. Tosses it incomplete. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun on third down, Dante Moore. Fires on the move. Another incompletion on third down.
And, man, you got to love the way the defense just took this field. Like, offense scores, cuts into the lead, and they had some juice, some energy, flying around, being physical, everybody getting to the football, and now forcing the punt and a chance to give the ball.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth and long. More to throw for it on fourth down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Touchdown, Rebels. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And that is a critical error by the quarterback at a critical juncture of the game, right, David? This thing's already close, and it's the smallest mistake that could make the difference. That pick six certainly hurts his team, but there's a lot of football left, a lot of time left. You got to be resilient as a quarterback. You have to be able to turn the page and get back out and attack with confidence.
You made a mistake. Yeah, exactly right. We got to flush this. We got to move on. Obviously, the crowd goes nuts. The fans are all into it. The other side's energized. Now you got to go get your head together. Go watch the clip, see what happened. What did I do wrong? You got to get out there and go fix it because you still got a chance to win this ball game.
He'll bring it out. It's Davison. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to...
Here's a little room there. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Ducks moving quickly to the line. Moore unloads to the wideout. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And those are the ones you just want to pull it back in as soon as you throw it as a quarterback, because you know he was open. I had him. I just put too much underneath it and missed out on a big play.
Moore to the air. Pocket breaking down. Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. Going the other way, and he's got room.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3 quarters of a football game.
And the Rebels trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. In the red area, it's Lacey. And that defense just ran through that offensive front. He broke a couple of tackles, but nowhere to run.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. And he got a hand in there. Knocks it away, incomplete.
It's hard in this area throwing over this big defensive line. They've got long arms. You saw it right there, knocking that ball down on 2nd down.
Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And I like when offenses understand, man, when I get down here in this part of the field really shrinks in the red zone. Get the ball to your playmaker, and sometimes he'll make things happen. And he did there. Got a nice gain, didn't get in the end zone.
Come on, man. I feel like they doing that shit.
Good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Tight end now in motion. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
Dante Moore. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
Just needs a crack to get a return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Leaves it with the back. Makes a man miss. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. On the option. And he'll be hit immediately, no gain on the play.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
And a nice job slipping in the screen. Like, you got to know the situation when those pass rushers, Palmer, are going to come up field and in those situations when you can take advantage of the defense.
Yeah, I would love a David Pollock just running at me free and then finding a way to negotiate the throw around a guy that just knew he was going to be getting a sack. That feels so good. Complete the screen and keep the drive alive.
Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Lacy. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
The Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Offense changing the play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Here comes the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. The Rebels, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Using his legs, it's Lacy. Touchdown, Rebels. They move on top here in the fourth.
What a great game, tied late in the ball game. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score's tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
And they tacked on the extra point. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They believe they can run right here. Got enough for the first. Turns it on in midfield. Bulldozes his way through. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
Well, at this point in the game, a touchdown gives you the lead, a field goal does no good. So you're thinking pay dirt, and you've got to be able to run the football. This is where they'd love to be able to hand it off, get the quarterback run going, whatever it takes to keep pushing this football down closer to the end zone.
After that huge play, let's see if they can punctuate it. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
I think the run defense, a lot of times late in the game, you always wonder how well it'll hold up. Nice job on this play by this defense, getting in and getting the running back on the ground.
Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. In the gun on third down, Moore. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
I know they've got all their timeouts left, but it feels like this is the ball game right here. Fourth down, the quarterback's got to do something special, knowing that they need a touchdown here to win.
This late in the game, there's really no question about it. To have any chance to tie this thing up, they have to convert here on fourth down. Fourth down, Moore. Makes a grab past the marker. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Ducks! The Ducks with the answer. They just need the extra point to deadlock this game. And he splits the uprights, and we're tied in the fourth. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Looking for an alley from inside his own 20. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Snap it to the back. Breaks the tackle. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking.
And this offense can stay balanced because they still have those 3 timeouts in their pocket. They need to put a good drive together, but right now they're continuing to stay balanced.
There's some room. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
The defense has to continue pursuing the football there. You saw the running back was able to make a guy miss before getting out of bounds and getting a big gain. You can't let up here in the fourth quarter, defense. We need better effort.
And the Rebels come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Running inside, it's Lacy. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football all game long.
Now they'll try the right side. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Direct snap. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They'll use the timeout, 6 seconds left on the clock. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. He got it! A huge field goal, and they've taken the lead in the waning seconds.
You can't say enough about this kid's poise. You're playing on the road. The crowd's going crazy, willing you to miss this kick, but he stayed dialed in, puts it through the upright, David, to give his team the lead here late.
It's crazy because it's nerve-wracking. You put your body on the line for so long, and then it comes down to a kick. And he has to be clutch in a hostile environment, and he comes through for his squad.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. It comes down to this. One more snap left in this game. If they get a touchdown, they can find a way to win it. Here's Moore to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And this defense breaks it open as they return it to the house for 6.
Oh, and that is a backbreaker for the offense. You're trying to drive down the field here in the second half to keep this thing close, and you cough it up. And not just that, David, it's a defensive touchdown now starting to blow this game open.
So starting to get some separation, and here's the thing about this defense, man. It's one thing to create turnovers and to create extra